Hello everyone, my name is Mamta Narula. I am a business studies teacher and today I am going to share with you the presentation mantras for business studies exam. Business studies is a very scoring subject, but you need to stress on the presentation. How you present your answers in the answer sheet makes a lot of difference in the marks which is scored by you. And whatever I am saying, it is based on the fact which I want to share with you. You can see here on the screen that a human brain is divided into two halves. One is left brain and the right brain. The left brain works more on logic and it thinks analytically. So whenever the left brain is regulated, the examiner is going to see the content which you are writing for the answer. On the other hand, we have a right brain which works more on creativity. So when you're writing your answer creatively, the presentation is good, the right brain of examiner is regulated. So if you want good marks, you have to ensure that both the brains, left and the right brain of the examiner is regulated. So the content is important, but at the same time, how the content is presented in the paper makes a lot of difference. So you need to stress on the presentation of the answers and you should know the right way of presenting the answers in the answer sheet. So here are certain tips and techniques which will enhance your presentation in the business studies paper which you are writing. So first one is try to write answers in point rather than long paragraphs. Many a times when we are checking the paper, students are writing long paragraphs and it becomes very difficult for us to check and read those long paragraphs. So try to write your answer in points rather than long paragraphs. I will show you the example here. You can see the question is you have to explain the dimensions of business, and here you can see that the child has divided the explanation to economic environment in points. So rather than writing a long paragraph, student has written the answer in points. There's a separate example. Again, the components are there. Then different points are there. You can make bullets. So when you're writing answer in points, it becomes very easy for examiner to check it. And as a result, you get more marks for that type of answer. Second is even the explanation to your points can be divided in sub points. So you have the main points, then after that you can have sub points also. Like you can see the paper here. Here the question was, why is understanding of business environment important? So the first point is it helps in identification of opportunities and getting the first mover advantage. So these are the points which are written. Have you seen that even the explanation to these this particular point is given in sub points? So if you can do that, it becomes very easy for examiner to check it. The answer will look good and even the length will increase if you're writing in points. So you should try this. Even the explanation can be divided into sub points. Now the third thing is underline the important parts and the heading of the answers. You can use a highlighter, you can use a black pen, or if you don't have time, with the same pen which you're writing, you can underline the headings and the important parts which you want examiner to read. And please remember, you will not get this time to underline later on. So do it simultaneously when you're writing. So you can see this example here. The identified organization is informal organization. So the student has underlined informal organization. Then again you have seen that advantage. The word advantage is underlined, and in the explanation to advantage, there are few keywords which you can highlight, which you want examiner to see. So by doing this, you're making your presentation good. So underline the important parts, first of all the headings, and then if there are certain keywords in your explanation, you should underline that also. Next one is do write question number clearly and strictly tallying with the question paper. I have seen so many times that when you are there in hurry, you don't write the question number, you straight away start with the answers, then it becomes very difficult for the examiner to check that you are writing answer to which particular question. Please write question number clearly on the left hand side margin. And please ensure that you're writing the correct question number. Like you should not like you're doing question number 13, and when you're doing question number 14 again you're writing question number 13. So please make sure that you're writing the question number clearly, and you're not repeating, like you're not writing question number 13 twice. So make sure the correct question number should be there with the answer. So you can see here the child has started 4 markers, so he's written 4 markers. Then on left hand side, answer is question number 14, then parts are clearly mentioned. So make sure the question number is clearly mentioned in the answer sheet. Next, very important thing, leave one line after every point in the answer. Don't try to save paper by writing points without leaving the line. It will not make the presentation good. So if you want that presentation is correct, please leave one line after every point. So you can see here, these are the limitations of planning. After writing the heading and the explanation, one line is left, then you are writing the next point. So please leave one line after every point. Again, a very important thing, start the answer from the extract which is given in the question for the clarity. Now, what I mean by this is, you can see the question here. If the question is, why are principles of management important? Normally, I've seen that some students, they straight away start with the points without writing this line that principles of management are important because, then they write the points. Some students, they straight away starts with the point, like first point is providing manager with useful insight into reality, scientific decisions. They do write answers in points, but please ensure that the first line of your answer should start from the extract which is given in the question. So write principles of management are important because, then write the points. It becomes clear to the examiner that which answer you are writing. Next is draw diagrams, flow charts, because these things make a presentation of your paper better. So if you are explaining the Maslow's need hierarchy theory, you can make this hierarchy of needs which is there. Or if you're explaining the types of organization, formal or informal, or divisional or functional structure, you can draw the flow chart to depict that type of organization which is there. So like even for, you can see here, if you're explaining the type of leadership styles, with the explanation, draw the diagram or a flow chart which depicts that particular thing diagrammatically. Next is, whenever you're getting the question with where you're required to write the differences, please write differences in tabular form, and preferably you should make one separate column which is a basis column on which you are going to write the basis on which you are differentiating the things which are given to you. So you can see this example. If the difference between time study and motion study is given, you can make one column left hand side, one column as basis. Your basis can be objective, meaning, tools used, or example. So it is always better when you are writing the basis and then you are writing the differences in the tabular form. Next thing is, there are certain questions where your views are being asked, like do you agree with this, or what are your views. Like you can read this question. Meera is a chairperson of Sunshine Limited. She feels that she is only responsible for coordination in her company because all other persons are working according to the plans and policies framed by the top level management only. So the question is, do you agree with her belief, and give reasons in support of your answer. So there are certain questions where your views are being asked. So please start your answer with your view, whether you agree with this or whether you don't agree with this. So you can see the solution here. You should start the answer with your view. So like in this case, the student has written, I don't agree with the belief of Meera because coordination is a responsibility of managers working at all level. So whenever such type of questions are asked where your views are being asked, please start your answer with your view, whether you agree with that or whether you don't agree with the statement which is being given to you. And you can see also you should underline the word I don't agree, and then write the answers in points. And in the points also, if you feel there is some keyword which is there which you want to underline, you can underline that. So it is very important to remember all these things when you are attempting your paper. There are certain questions nowadays which are being asked where you are required to quote a line, identify the point, and then explain. So if you can write the answer in tabular forms, it will be very clear. Although you can write in different way also, but I will show you this nice way of presenting these type of answers. So I'll show you, like you can see here, the significance of understanding management is to be written. So there was a case study from which you have to identify the point, you have to quote the line, and then you need to explain. So if you can make 3 columns, and you can write first column as point identified, then line quoted, and then explanation, it will come very clear to the examiner that which point is being identified and what is the line which is being quoted. Many times when we are checking the paper, these things are mixed up and it becomes difficult for us to find out where the child has written line quoted or where the explanation has started. So if you can write in this manner, the presentation will be very good. The next thing is start new question from the new page. So to see this, like if you are finished with the question and then 2-3 lines are left, don't start the new answer from here. It is better you should start the answer from the next page. So if you need to see more videos, if you want to have the subject content, or if you want to see more presentation tips, you can see our blog. The name of the blog is www.bstclass12.blogspot.in. You'll find lot of this subject related material on this blog. You'll find videos, you'll find tips, you'll find mind maps, you'll find sample papers, model test papers, and then the model answers which are there, and quizzes are there. So a lot of good things are there on this blog. Please go through this blog and take the benefit out of it, and I wish you all the best for this subject.